I've been taking my time, taking all of your time, taking all of your time.
Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, okay, sound check Annette says yes. I'm gonna do my quick greetings and then basically this will be a reaction because I didn't get to watch this yet. So first time, woo woo. Shout out to Melody Shari, woo woo. Hey Glow, hey Pisces Life, Shirley Macklin, Special K, Ms. E, Barstar, and Green. Hey D, Auntie Natty coming in at 14 on the likes. Hey DG, Miss Lady One with the Virgo lips, sound check Annette. Hi Matthew. It was a nice interview. I'm excited to watch it with y'all. Cynthia Scott, Rhonda. Hey Terry T baby. Hey Don Don. Hey friend. Hey Tamika. Miss Cheryl from Seattle. Baby Peaches, American Born coming in at number 24. And I'll stop at Brenda Chambers. Hello. Hi. Okay. All right. Oh, well, let me hold on. Hey, Paper Chase and Dee Dee stands on business. Hey. Okay. So I am watching this for critique, reporting, providing commentary, for a reaction. I am not trying to put this work off as my own. I linked the video in the description box. If you were like, I didn't even know where to find it, and you want to watch it straight through with no one talking, you can go follow that link and just support Black enterprise and watch it straight through with no interruptions. Okay. All right. But for here, I'm here because I wanted to watch it with y'all. So let's see what we got. I might have it muted. Hold on.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Class is in Session. I'm your host, Ashley Stevens, and this show on Black Enterprise highlights the latest happenings inside HBCU classrooms, public policy issues facing these historic institutions. We take a look at the business side of HBCU sports, and we also shine a light on HBCU alum, leaders, and students who are making major moves, particularly in business and the arts. Y'all, I couldn't be more excited today about this special guest. Melody Shari is a multi-millionaire businesswoman, a beauty and wellness mogul, singer, philanthropist, a multi-hyphenate entrepreneur. And y'all, you know she looks familiar. That's because she stars on the own hit reality show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. So listen, this Alabama A&M alum is here to discuss her growing businesses, self-care, motherhood, and how even after completely starting over after divorce, she was able to come back bigger, better, still standing on business and empowering other entrepreneurs in the process. Hello and welcome, Melody Shari.
Hello, hello, and hi everyone who's watching. How are you doing? You look so beautiful.
I appreciate that. Listen, say it to you. I'm loving the hot pink over here. I love it.
Thank you.
Listen, we're just trying bringing the sunshine over here, and you do that. You are always turning up the heat on TV and your music videos. Listen, I saw your music video, Nobody's Business, just hit more than 1 million views. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to the 1,000,000 views. Shout out to the millimeters running it up. And everybody shared it. That's awesome. That's not the only one that's hit 1 mil, if I'm not mistaken, right? But yeah, no, that's really cool. I like also that they pulled her social media stuff into here as well.
Thank you so much. Music really just has been one of those things that's been an
Oh, y'all know what? I'm so sorry. I think I have it on 0.75 instead of normal. I think I was trying to catch a screenshot, so it'll sound more normal now. I'm so sorry.
amazing outlet for me, a way for me to kind of share my emotions, share where I am, and also put out music where other people are able to relate. So I have enjoyed my music journey. It's been great. And actually today is the day I actually dropped my first single, Telltale Signs, the video. It was 2021 today.
Wow, that's a big
Yeah.
milestone. That's exciting
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you. And it has hit 1 million views too on
Oh,
YouTube.
go ahead, Melody. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody mad at you. Listen, go ahead, 1 million views. Listen, so tell us, is the music, is this a part of a bigger project? Do you have an album that's already out or one that's in the works?
So my original plan, actually, when I dropped Telltale Signs, the song back in 2021, I was like, okay, I'm going to drop a couple of singles, then I'm going to drop an EP, and then eventually I'll do an album. But if I can be honest, I've kind of put music a little bit on the back burner in the sense of I have so many other things going. I don't get to go into the studio as much as I would like to. So I only get to go in there, every now and then, because I do also have 4 beautiful babies too. And so I haven't been able to do an entire album yet because, I tell people all the time, I don't push balance, I push prioritizing. So when it comes to my priorities, music's not at the top.
That's interesting you said that, because I actually did want to ask you about that. For some who do know you from TV, but they may not know all the other things and the hats you wear. You teach.
I may have to private this after the live is done because y'all, I'm watching and listening, so I don't have as much commentary, especially because it's the first time I've watched it. So I don't know how much this is going to be a remix. So if you don't catch the live, I don't know. We'll see what happens if they flag me. But I'm just sitting here enjoying it right now. It's just really cool. Hold on. DG says, spoiler alert, this was a good interview. The interviewer seems really good herself right now. And I'm so sorry. I logged off of work and got right onto here. So I'm so sorry if my sentences are really short and everything. But I'm just here to enjoy this for the most part. But I'll try to pause it if I think of something.
Master classes in real estate and business. Obviously, you star in a hit reality show. You're a fashion model, music artist. You own a cosmetics line. So I wanted to ask how you balance it all. But it sounds like to you, it's not necessarily balance. It's about prioritization. So tell us a little bit more about how you do all you do.
So that's a very good question. So for one, every second of the day matters. I tell people all the time, you got to get up, you got to get moving. Every second matters. I've been in those situations where at the end of the day, I thought, man, if I could have just gotten up an hour earlier, or man, if I had have just, instead of taking this nap or done something else, I could have gotten all my really important tasks done. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. So I make sure that every second of my day counts. And prioritizing, if I have a business report that's due today, that may be the priority. Or if my pumpkin is sick, that becomes a priority, right? I'm gonna go get my pumpkin from school and take him to the doctor and do that part. So I literally do prioritize, and I make every second count. Like yesterday, I was live a few times yesterday. So they were following me through packing orders, picking up pumpkins from school. I took one to tennis, rushed home, hurried up and made on live jumbo stuffed pasta shells for dinner, then ran out and picked her back up from tennis, right? Went to an open house at my schooler's open house. She started middle school this year.
Wow.
Then came home, put the croissants in the oven to go with the jumbo pasta shells. Then we ate, showered, the homework, right? So every second matters.
I will say this. She made me think about this, and I know she said this in previous interviews where she doesn't do balance, she does prioritization. I will say for me, one of the things I actually like that, because I think when I hear balance, it's not a bad thing, but I would say I probably am not balanced either, because like for instance, I like to batch tasks if I can, because I don't know how long I'm going to be in the mood to do this particular thing. So if I can, I want to batch note taking. Then I might batch laundry cleaning or something. Then I might batch responding to comments. Like anything you can think of as a chore or a task, I like to batch. Even when it comes to my career life, I like to batch. So like if I'm working on reading clauses or something, or like, then that's what I'm focused on. I don't want to. I've tried different ways, but it doesn't seem like I like it too much if it's like, okay, well, just how can you put it? Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't like to split tasks evenly. That does not work for me. It has to be more prioritized than just splitting evenly, because my brain doesn't feel comfortable like that. So I kind of get what she's saying. She's the only one I've heard that says she doesn't balance, she prioritizes, but I do understand like how to attacking tasks. You got to go with your personality on that one. Auntie Natty said, every night I do a 6 most important things to do list for the next day. Ooh, you better than me, Auntie Natty. I can't do it. I'm struggling to try to remember to, even if I don't write it down, just remember something I'm grateful for each day. That's good, Auntie Natty. I can't do it. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't. I've tried a lot of ways. It wasn't resonating with me. It's probably more how to put that. But yeah, I think I'm a batch task person. I've tried the little tomato method, the tomato timer method, which actually that's my second favorite. Like, at least start a task for 5 minutes and do some of it. Sometimes that works for me on anything I'm really procrastinating on, and then maybe you'll want to do it longer, or if not, you just commit it to the 5 minutes and you move on to something else. That's my other favorite one. But batching tasks that are like each other that's my favorite way to do things, because then I'm doing it when I'm in the mood. And then I might not have to touch it again for a long time, but I did so much while I was in the mood. Thank you for the super chat, Robin. I appreciate you. Said thanks again. Thank y'all for being here to watch this with me. I'm enjoying it so far. The bright colors are mood uplifting for sure. And just shout out to Black females. Like, shout out to them. Shout out to Black Enterprise. This is cool.
Literally, that's a lot. I commend you, because like I said, you wear so many hats, you do it all fabulously. And I actually do want to talk about the fashion a little bit later, because I was so excited to see your live with Jay Bolin. But before we get into that, I want to talk about just a little bit about your background. You're an Alabama native, and I want to know why you chose an HBCU in your home state. Tell us about that.
Oh man, so I am from Alabama, born and raised, very small town, one red light, Brundage, Alabama, but truly a community where there's always just been so much love and everybody really feels like family, right? And so I remember as I was entering my senior year, I had several applications, that I was filling out, graduated salutatorian of my class. And I literally decided that I wanted to go to an HBCU. That was, and I didn't submit applications I was doing Yale. I was doing several colleges, right? And I was like, you know what? I want to go to an HBCU. And so then from there came the pressure, because my brother graduated from Tuskegee. My father graduated from Tuskegee. So I was.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I didn't know that about about Tuskegee and her family. That's really cool. That's a legacy right there.
Getting the pressure from them to, go to Tuskegee University. And I was like, that's too close to home. That's only an hour and a half away from home. Nope. So then the next part for me became, I knew a lot of people from Brundage who came to Alabama A&M University, always spoke how Huntsville is a place where a lot of Blacks are successful, doing their thing in their careers. And I just knew a lot of people who went to A&M. So I was like, you know what? A&M is away from home, not too far away from home. I've made up in my mind that I want to attend an HBCU. And then I applied to A&M, got a full scholarship, academic scholarship, and then I came on up. I graduated in May. I started summer school. I want to say it was the last week of May, first week of June.
Wow. So you kept rolling and A&M was your choice. Tell us how Alabama A&M, your HBCU, helped prepare you for the businesswoman that you are today.
It was just so phenomenal to be around and see and be inspired, right, by so many of my Black professors who I could say, hey, that they look like me,
That has to be one of the most cool feelings. Shout out to everyone that was able to go to a HBCU. That has to feel like I could do anything because you're seeing yourself in all of these mentors. And yeah, that's really cool. Shout out to the Black professors.
And they're successful. They're teaching here at this university, right? Highly educated. And that really was an inspiration for me. And I think that being there amongst scholars, right? And even some of my peers, because I had peers from all over the country who came to Alabama A&M, and just being introduced as well and seeing other people being successful definitely helped me to know what it looks like, right? To be a successful businesswoman.
Got it. That is important to see other people in that space who are doing great things. And now, obviously, you are one of them, an outstanding alumna.
Thank
so,
you.
Melody, when we think about today's world where a lot of folks are self-made entrepreneurs who might not have a college degree, to you, what is the importance of still pursuing a higher education?
So I think the importance is showing that you can and pushing yourself to start something and finish it. My degree is in English education. Will I ever probably go back into the middle school classroom? Probably not, right? But I was challenged and learned so many other valuable thinking tools, thinking skills, tactics, learning how to challenge my mind to think a certain way, because mindset is super important. So receiving a higher education still allowed me to be in the position to where now I can do everything I'm doing, be successful in it. I can write a report and do that grammatically correct, right? I can go stand in front of thousands because guess what? You had to take speech. That was one of your electives or whatever that we had to do while we were at A&M. And so doing all those different things, it's experiences. And I truly believe that experiences really push you and challenge you to be your best self.
Hi, everybody coming in. I see you coming in. Thank you for speaking as you come in. Please, I hope you're liking the live as well. Lizzie, I'm going to say welcome back because Lizzie, I feel like you've been a member before, so I'm going to say welcome back. If not, you're so familiar to me, it just feels like you've always been here. TD Love said, I sometimes wish I hadn't turned down my SC State University offer. Still love my experience. We made a PWI feel like home with our community. I understand. You don't know until you know what I mean? It's like there's so many roads you can go down in life, but I totally get that. I definitely get that, TD Love. I went into the military at when I graduated 17. I went straight to the military. I had a college picked out if I hadn't have chosen the military. Well, I had a few colleges picked out. Don't know if I would have gotten in for sure or not, just because if you don't grow up already, how can I put it? I did well in school, so it wouldn't have been that would not have been the issue. I just wasn't really understanding how to pursue the scholarships of college and everything like that. I think that was one of my biggest things. So I did the military, and so of course they will pay for school, but first you have to learn your career field. Then they'll say, okay, here's your money to go to school and everything. And then sometimes because you've had to wait, you lose that passion, and some people don't pick it back up. I ended up off on in college until I finally realized what I wanted to do in my career life, like outside the military. And then I finished school, because then I was like, oh, okay, I have a goal now. So now I know exactly what classes I want. And so I finished it up quickly then, but it was, I lost it for a while. But I definitely understand that feeling, TD Love. Hey, beautiful Brittany Janae. Thank you, Tara. Thank all the veterans for y'all service as well. Okay, so we'll keep going, but this is great.
Got it. Love to hear that. Do you still go back to homecomings and support your HBCU?
So not in that way. I never was a big homecoming person, though. Even whenever I was at A&M, I think I went to one homecoming, but I do support in other ways. So, like, for example, recently I went and visited some of the female dorms. There was an event that they had where, all the ladies came in, and I was the guest speaker, and I went in, talked about self-love, self-care, gave each of them a gift, and, prayed with them as well. So I do give back, not necessarily about going to the homecoming, but I do still show up because I am thankful for my experience at A&M.
And that's powerful, because those are moments and memories, that those young ladies will forever cherish, right? That you have shown up to impart wisdom and prayer into them as well. So that's really important. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. I'm glad to hear how your education helped, to set the foundation for you as a businesswoman. So let's get into the business aspect a little bit.
Before we get into the business part, I also want to say not everyone dips back into communities. So when someone makes it and then they do end up going back and going back to the community to talk to them, reach out, make themselves available. I mean, we've seen her go speak to the people at colleges and stuff, but we also saw, or we heard her talk about when she went to go talk to some of the younger, oh my gosh, it was younger kids. I know it was on the East Coast, and she was teaching them about the behind the scenes jobs, like the Lord forgive me, I'm gonna just say production because I can't remember the name, but the lighting people, the sound people, like teaching them like you can, the filming industry is another way you can get in and make a nice living. So like stuff like that, everybody doesn't reach back to show someone else how to earn an income, or just open your mind to other avenues of how you can earn an income, what you can look forward to than just looking, around your couple of streets that and stuff like that. Like people can talk about it, but not everybody does it. Because even like me, I could not picture myself going back and talking to people. Now I think I would go support someone. Like I would be like, say I had a friend that was very like outgoing, and they did that, I'm like, okay, well, I'll come man your table and hand out your flyers. That's me. I'm the support person. Everybody knows their personalities, and that's me. I'll man the desk or I'll help you verify your the email responses or something. Like that's more me. So it to me, it does take a lot to actually make that contact again with people when you don't have to let people have access to you. That does impress me a lot. I know my roles. I'm somewhere in that support category, but I ain't the one that's really trying to be out there and doing that. So I'm always amazed by that. No matter who it is, when I see not just entertainers, when I see just anyone that does that, I'm like, wow, it's just very impressive to me.
You will start with the show because, right, obviously folks know you from Love and Marriage Huntsville. How many seasons has the show been on the air now?
So technically this is season 5. They kind of break up our seasons into A, B, and one time I think there was even a C. So it feels like we're in about season 9. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think it's been 8. Like,
But technically it's season 5. So, starting filming for Love and Marriage Huntsville in 2018, that's 6 years ago. So literally I have been a part of Love and Marriage Huntsville since its inception, 6 years now. And then for me, even before that, for an entire 3 years prior, really pitching and selling Huntsville and selling the idea of this show to an executive producer, you know, to get it picked up by a network. So I could say, 6 years. Really, for me, it's more like 9. It's more like 9. So, you know, but I'm thankful to God for everything that he's done and everything he's doing, and definitely, surely thankful for the platform.
Right. Well, let's talk about the platform, because listen, as you mentioned, you pitched the show, and the vision obviously was to highlight successful Black couples building businesses together. And, you know, as we've seen over several seasons, that happens for sure. Yeah. But it took an unexpected turn when your most private moments have played out on a national scene, global scene, even, you know, with, you know, infidelity. Your ex-husband having a child outside the marriage, while you were also managing friendships, business partnerships, brand deals, and being a mother. Did you ever at any point, Melody, consider stop taping the show to live your life privately? Or was it important for you to continue to tape so that people could see your resilience?
Oh, ma'am, I like that question. Okay.
Oh yeah, so absolutely. Definitely had my moments, you know, where I was considering not doing the show, even in the beginning in 2018, when we were supposed to start filming, and when the show got picked up that summer, you know, I had just found out that this affair was still taking place, and I wasn't going to do the show at all. Like, I was like, nope, no, thank you. Not going to do it. Ended up, you know, after some conversations, ended up continuing on with the show anyway. But even after that, I definitely had my moments where I was like, I don't really think that I want to do it anymore, because it is a lot. It is a lot. And when you're putting your life on Front Street, so to speak, it opens up for so many people to have opinions, and rightfully so. Like, I'm that person, I feel like, if you come to reality TV, it is what it is. You got to take it. You know, it is what it is. So definitely receiving opinions. But I also, outside of backlash and opinions, I've received a lot of support. I received a lot of love. A lot of people who have become prayer warriors, standing in the gap for me. So living my truth out loud, I will say, is not anything that I regret.
Got it. That's a big deal. I mean, because
I definitely could see that. Like, if you're gonna do it, then do it to where it's beneficial to others and you will definitely have people with differing opinions about it, but overall, for it to turn out so well, that's really good. Also, I do think that, how can I put this? Like, if your whole thing is being, not your whole thing, but she is very much a motivational person, right? Literally motivational speaker and things like that. I do think that there's always going to be a time, because there's always someone new that is experiencing a divorce for whatever reasons. There's always going to be someone new that's just now discovering you experiencing bad co-parenting or non-existent co-parenting and stuff like that. So when these new pockets of people discover you, plus you're already motivating people that know about you and empowering, you will end up talking about a topic repetitively. The difference is that will someone leave feeling more whole, or like they've gotten help, insight, something, not feeling worse afterwards. You know what I mean? So like, because I would say this, if this was a different world and Melody and Martell still got divorced, but he was sane, I think they would have then, of course, we would still see the chicken nuggets, but we would see them just, you know, being cordial, if not friends. And you'd see that it's just life is actually playing out like life. And you have someone that is not healthy in the mind, in my opinion. And so we have to continue to see a lot of contentious things, but it really does comes from the sneaky dark one side. But then when someone responds in front of everybody, it's like, oh, why did you even have to say anything type energy? And that's very weird to me. But I feel like who Martell is why we continue to see some, or don't even get to see a lot of other stuff as well. Of course, obviously, then there's the Carlos King side of it and stuff like that too. But I mean, all you can do is just try to find some way to get through it and make the best out of something. And I do feel like most people have said they wouldn't have had her patience. They wouldn't have had, they would be behind bars, behind having to fight somebody because it's just too much at some point. So I definitely think she's shown. I've never seen someone handle it this well. I'll say that much. I have not. Real life, reality TV, I've never seen someone handle it like that. Like, I mean, to finally be human and get mad every now and again, and for the public to see it, that's just gonna happen sometimes. And I feel like you can't tell someone how to react after you've done that to them, and you're still doing it. You're just trying to hide that you're doing it to the majority, but you are still doing those things. So yeah, I guess I want to make a point about people thinking she has to lean on being divorced and dealing with Martell. No, her real life is that she's still dealing with him, so therefore it's still spoken about. It's not that there's nothing else. I mean, shout out to the interviewer. She's named like 10 other things that Melody's doing. It's not that. It's just what stays in after everything's edited out, after anything else is edited out. For those of us that went to Mimosas with Melody in Atlanta, and they had an opportunity for the Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras to be there, but if they don't show up, what is she supposed to do with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not that there's nothing else to show. So, I mean, I'm trying not to hark on that for the whole thing, but I'm just saying that her story is actually helping people. It's not just repetitive for the sake of being repetitive. And it honestly changes a little bit each time because there's something unfortunately new that comes out from being antagonized, or, something else horrible being done behind the scenes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not something to lean on. It's just that's her life happening and playing out, and they don't also try to round it out with other things a lot of times.
It takes a lot. Most people can't relate to the things that they go through being literally, quote, put on Front Street, for millions of people to see. And you all have continued on to share the story. Let's talk a little bit about how you've protected your mental health and your peace.
Yeah.
Obviously, your private life is now a very pivotal part of the storyline of the show. And tell us about, again, your self-care, what you do for your emotional preservation. And also.
Oh, and I want to point out, yes, I understand that the cast was at the most recent Mimosas with Melody, but I think that was a Hail Mary that was not to benefit Melody, but it was like, let's go ahead and use this. So that's why I understand that they have, they now had the cast they wanted her Mimosas with Melody. I get that, but I don't think that was their first, second, third, or fourth choice that they wanted to do. I think it more was like a Hail Mary.
So I've heard you recently talk about the importance of, providing therapy for your children, the importance of that and what it means to them.
Absolutely. So I'm a huge advocate for therapy. And so once I walked away from my situation, I started therapy. I put my children in therapy as well, because I wasn't going to be naive to think that, they would not be affected too. If I'm an adult and I'm affected, imagine the babies, right? So I put them in therapy too. It has been just very paramount, honestly, in me being where I am. I've also in that learned how to set boundaries. So setting those boundaries, knowing when to cut off certain things a little quicker if I feel like it does not align with my purpose, whether that's relationships, friendships, or whatever, situationships, workships. If it does not align with my purpose, I'm a little more quick to remove those things. You don't stay connected to situations that is causing mental anguish or causing you to not be at peace. And I think that for probably about 2 years, I spent more time alone than I'd ever spent my whole life. And spending that time alone with myself, doing self-care, massage therapy. I usually get a massage about every week. That's the one time when my mind, body, and soul are all on one accord, because you're not getting up, you're not going anywhere, you just gonna sit still, right? So incorporating those things and spending time alone and really learning who is Melody, right? Because I got married at 22. So it was important for me to sit back and say, okay, who is Melody? what does she desire in life? Where does she want to go? And what's the roadmap to get there? So I took about 2 years to just really focus, I wasn't, oh, let me hurry up and go get with somebody and get married again or anything like that. I just really wanted to focus on my healing journey. Therapy, self-care, and some time alone definitely contributed highly to that.
I also want to point out that you can, I feel like there's certain things that you cannot hide if you're a certain type of a certain type of a person. So to me, I honestly feel like for Melody that she is a parent that empowers her children to speak their mind, which they have. And, also though, I feel like a parent that actually wants to manipulate situations will not give their children access to therapists, because therapists help children to acknowledge their feelings, voice their feelings, sort through their feelings, set healthy boundaries, all these things. And if you're a manipulative parent, you will not get your child a therapist, because then that's outside of your control and how you're trying to mold them while you still have influence over them. So I think that that's good. Plus, then her being in therapy, that means she's taking care of herself and how she's coming through for her children as well. I do want to point that out, because I see that people think that Melody is manipulating her kids to say that Martell's a bad dad or whatever, when it's like, I promise you, if you have your children in therapy, that the parent that's putting their kids in therapy for voluntary therapy and is not court ordered, that's just not, that doesn't even make logical sense. Like the children, they already were independent thinkers in my mind on how we got to have a window of access to how they are. But yeah, a therapist is teaching children so much, like, and making them where they know they have a safe space and are comfortable, that no, a parent that would like to manipulate the children will not give them access to therapy. That's just not going to happen.
Got it. I'm glad you were able to kind of focus on you and get back to you, and also for your children as well, making sure that they have therapy and support, because obviously they've seen all of this play out, nationally, and even in the home, they've seen it play out as well. Yeah. You talked about, Melody, about the importance of setting boundaries. I want to talk about that. In the business world in particular, you're teaching classes in real estate, property preservation, and business. Let's talk a little bit about, tell us about some of the courses that you're developing for this new generation of entrepreneurs. Tell us about that.
For sure. So my first business where I've been working for myself since 25, and my first business was in property preservation, which is really where you are managing foreclosed properties for banks. And that's where I did my first million, and then eventually turned it into a multi-million company in 3 years. So by 28, 29. So now I stayed in that industry for about 10 years. And now I have the pleasure of teaching others how to get into the game of property preservation, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's a national industry. So I teach by way of Zoom. And I started this course in 2020. And to date, I've created over about 900 entrepreneurs all across the country. And so I enjoy teaching them and just really, because a lot of times we've heard, oh, nobody wants to tell me, nobody wants to share information, nobody wants to share knowledge, right? Well, that's not true. There are some people who want to see other people win. So it has been great. Some of my students have been able to resign from their 9-to-5s. Some of them have been able to make over $200K plus their first year in the industry. And so I'm enjoying really showing and teaching people the ropes of the business of property preservation that's always going to be around, because there are always going to be foreclosures, because people lose jobs, people die, people get divorces. Sometimes people just walk away from their homes and want to start a new life. So it's a business that will always be here.
Got it. That's a big deal. Melody, where can folks find out about these property preservation courses that you teach?
So masterclasswithmelody.com, masterclasswithmelody.com. The next class starts September 9th. I'm currently running a half off special. So it's $1,500 versus $3K. It's a 5-week program. So come in, be ready to learn, be ready to work. And let me help you get to the bag.
What I will say, because I have I did take the class. I enjoyed the class. I have a little bit of what do you call it? Analysis paralysis happening right now. So that's on me though. But I will say this, that I did not have to start from a blank page. Like I feel like, not even feel like, I was tangibly given certain things that I can go in without, trying to reinvent the wheel and just go there. Like I know where to go. I know what to do. I'm having my own analysis paralysis issues right now. So I can say that I have touched and seen, okay, I haven't touched, but you know what I mean? Like I've had access to the places where I can do, my biz. I can do the things. I have that reach back because that's what she offers. I have all those things. Your girl's stuck in analysis paralysis right now. Let's just be honest. That's a personality thing. It ain't on nobody else, but I have the tools. I have I don't know how well, let me just say this. She actually literally gives you tools and specifics. It's not broad in my opinion. It's very specific in my opinion, where I understand where I would like to head. And it's like, okay, but you have to actually do it. So yeah, TD Love said the class is awesome. Hey, D'Angelo. D said I took the class earlier this year. I haven't started that business yet, but I'm grateful for the info. Right, because it never goes away once you have it. Like now you have it, you have the access. It's like, now when are you as the individual, because no one's going to do it for you, when are you going to put it to use? So yeah, D, I'm the same. I gotta make some space again too, because I started filling up my days with some things that weren't filling up my days at first too. Let me see. TD looks, I haven't started either by one too soon. Yeah, because yes, I'm telling you. Glow says, I promise you them kids are amazing, expressing themselves. It's a great thing. They're talking about life and their little opinions do matter. Yes, they do. Prayers up to Mel and her 4-piece chicken nuggets. Yeah, you got to have your own motivation. Nobody else can give you your own motivation. You got to have that in you. You have to, or it doesn't happen by magic.
Love it. Help me get to the bag. I like that. I think our audience would like to hear that as well. Speaking of the bag, Melody, your bags have grown because you've got so many, your hands on so many different things that are prospering, that are blessed, that are successful. So as your businesses have grown, tell us about the financial team you've had to put in place.
So what my main part of my financial team is my accountant, of course. And I've had the same accountant for many, many, many years. And, I don't take lightly when it comes to making sure you're paying your taxes, making sure you're taking care of business, because at the end of the day, you gotta pay Uncle Sam his money. You got to. It is what it is, right? So that has been one of the main things for me, and having an accountant who has literally been a part of my life since I was 22, 23. So knows me very well. I can run ideas. Hey, I'm thinking of doing this. How should I set this up? That has been crucial for sure.
Got it. And it's on that same topic. How do you teach your children about financial education?
Absolutely. So the first thing I teach them about financial education is learning how to get to the money too. So they spend a lot of time with me. And I say that because everybody who follows me have seen my children packing orders. They've seen my children knowing what products are for my beauty brand, understanding and first grasping, there are avenues to make money. Never feel like you can't make money. Making money allows you to make purchases that can build wealth, right? So I talk to them all the time. I spend a lot of time talking to my children about not overspending, but you don't really need that. So we don't have to get there, right? What's something else we can, like just yesterday, I said it on live. My daughter was like, we were in the kitchen talking, and my oldest daughter, she's 12, and she was like, she said, I'm in the standing on business. I'm in the bloodline of standing on business. I said, okay. And she was like, that was good, wasn't it? I said, girl, that was pretty good. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna have me a shirt. I said, you know what? Mommy's gonna get you a mock-up for the shirt. You can tell me which one you like, and we're gonna sell your shirt, right? So they're all ready, because here's the thing. So I had Mariah when I was
That sounds like a new shirt alert coming soon. Cause that sound like to me, Mariah out here picking out her mock-ups right now for her shirt.
25, I had already resigned from teaching. So my children have been around nothing but seeing their parents as entrepreneurs. That's all they know. Those are the conversations they hear. They've been to business meetings. They've been to bank closings. They've been to properties, right? That's all they've seen. That's all they know. So it's naturally just in them, right? And so then once you've naturally and shown them by way of seeing how you move, how you handle business, how to get to the bag, then comes the conversations of, okay, now how do you retain the wealth?
That's important. That's absolutely important. So your children already have a concept of what generational wealth will look like for your family.
Yeah, they do. And it's so funny because sometimes my oldest two, Mariah and Tank, who are 12 and 11, they'll talk about how Tank's going to be a home builder, Mariah's going to be an interior designer, and they're going to have this thing together. They even talking about having a big home with different wings and all this. And I said, now look, now y'all, we going to see because y'all halfway get along. So, but okay, if y'all like it, I love it. But literally, that's what they think about. That's where their mindset is.
I love that even as young people, they have a vision, they have an entrepreneurial mindset because they see you doing it, right? They have seen your parents are entrepreneurs. They've seen you all, the highs and lows of businesses and really nothing but growth at this point. You've got so many businesses happening. Melody, I want to touch on those just a little bit. Fashion and beauty. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't go to Melody's Instagram page and to Stylist J Bolin, first of all, I'm just, my mind is still blown because the line is so fire. So tell us how you linked up with Stylist J Bolin and about the line, the fashion line that's in your name.
So literally J Bolin styled me, I think for the first time may have been in 2015. Or 2016, maybe. I was hosting the red carpet for a gala here in Huntsville. Actually, it was like the 100 Black Men Gala. And so he styled me for that because we shared a manager. He styled me for the event. And we just stayed in contact ever since. Great energy, great vibe. And so then it became, he rolled out his clothing line and all of that. And then it was like, oh, let's do some collaboration. And we just got in there, worked together, curating pieces that we know the audience will love. I get in there and model and show what they can look like on. And they buy them out every time. They sell out every time.
I believe the looks are they're phenomenal. They are absolutely phenomenal. I love that. I love that.
I definitely love the looks. I have a J Bolin piece. I got to wear it to Chef Don Don's brunch. That was very special. Love the color. The material felt nice. It came in I think it came in pretty packaging, if I'm not mistaken. It came on a hanger. I knew it came with a hanger in it or something too, which I was like, oh, okay, come on, hanger. But no, it's really nice. And of course, if you follow J Bolin, you can see who all he's styling. But definitely Melody was there when his moment, it seemed like, I won't say was just starting. That's not, because I don't know his full career like that, but he definitely was on a live with Melody saying how they were like just going to the restaurant, not him and Melody, but he and his wife at one point were going to the restaurant just to have the free rolls and some water. You know what I mean? Like he's had to get it out the mud, and for her to be there as a part of his journey is really cool. And I see him styling Melody and other celebrities. Like, I just love to see it. Like, it's just so nice. But you see like that gratefulness from each side. It's really nice to watch. But yeah, I do like his eye. His fashion eye is really nice.
That y'all have a partnership. I love to see it, seriously. And I love to see just a Black man. He's always doing positive things, and just his looks are so classy. They're regal. They fit every model. Everyone he's worked with, it fits their personality, their style. Like, I love it.
When I tell you J Bolin's energy is so amazing, oh my gosh, he is one of the sweetest, kindest, most professional people you'll ever meet. I mean, just a heart of gold. Just a heart of gold.
I believe it. I'm so glad you have gotten to work together. So you've done fashion, right? Let's talk about beauty. You have a skincare and cosmetics line, 7th Avenue Beauty. Where did the idea come from, and what makes this line unique?
So I started working on my beauty brand back in 2018. Due to the divorce, ended up dissolving. It was Embrace Beauty at the time. And I relaunched my business under 7th Avenue Beauty. I grew up on 7th Avenue. So my small hometown I talked about, I grew up on 7th Avenue. And so I named it 7th Avenue Beauty, where I learned the importance of skincare, healthcare, hair care, right? And the unique part about our beauty brand and how and why it's been able to go from an entire start over to a multi-million-dollar business is literally because we deliver good products that work. Our products are vegan, they're natural, they're paraben-free, and they're made right here in the USA, in Dallas, Texas. I have a Black female chemist who I work with on creating these amazing stellar products. She's been a chemist for over 18 years. I go out to Dallas when I go do my shoots with Jay Bolin. I go into the lab, we work, we come up with stuff. And so really, when you talk about a product where the owner is also the creator owner is very involved. You've got a Black female chemist who understands our skin, and we're bringing all of this creativity coupled with her education together. We've just literally created magic. It has been amazing. I have an 83% return customer rate because once you start using the product, you're going to want to come back.
That's phenomenal. That, customer retention, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. How well does marketing play in your customer retention, in addition to obviously the quality of the product as well?
So marketing wise, I do a lot of posting and lives on social media. And I think too, the marketing aspect of it that has really hit and kind of, been able to hone in onto what people feel about the brand is because they've seen me do it from the ground up. They've been involved with seeing me packing orders, I share, hey, think I'm going to choose these envelopes. Let's go back to the beginning. Choose these envelopes to ship in. Choose these boxes. What y'all think? Y'all like these? Like, they have been a part of the process from the beginning. So they've literally seen me grow from, shipping 30 products or 100 products to now shipping thousands and thousands of products.
Wow. And I think that's really cool too, the fact that you take the audience, the consumer on the journey with you, that they've been able to see you grow, like you said, from just your beginnings to where you are now. I think that actually probably helps customers feel included in the process as well.
Absolutely does. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And I love my 7th Avenue Beauty so much, and my goal is to always, deliver product to them. Like I said, that works. It's freshly made. And also I get to share with them the importance of even teaching their children, their young girls, their nieces, their cousins, right? Because my babies, if you go up to their restrooms right now, it look like a spa up there. Okay. They got every product, everything, and they love it. But we do have to take time to teach our children how to take care of our skin. Mm-hmm. Your skin is the largest organ on your body, but it's the most neglected. So I tell people, invest in your skin. You get what you pay for. And, I love the fact that we decided for the products to be vegan and natural and paraben free.
Got it. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. They're natural, paraben free. Your children love them as well. Melody, you talk about skin.
I like how in one of her lives, Melody said, "You're not gonna ever have to say or hear an ad that says," what did she say? In 5 to 10 years from now, have you ever used 7th Avenue beauty products? Well, you may be entitled to it. Because with it being natural and vegan and everything, like it's safe for our bodies and stuff. I was just thinking about that when she said that. But yeah, no, shout out to that. I've enjoyed everything. I think one of my favorites when it comes to skin, I have a couple, but the basic, just the facial wash / makeup remover, the foaming, that's one of my favorites. Like, if I don't do nothing else, I got that thing. Now, I have a lot of other stuff, but you know what else? The spray toner. It's something about that doggone toner too. You remember TD Love? Yeah,
And how you show up in the world. You do a lot of showing up on social media and on TV. Let's talk a little bit about the fact that you were the first reality TV star to have ownership in a network. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm here for all things Black excellence. I am. I love Black excellence. I just had mimosas with Melody. It was nothing but Black excellence. My fifth mimosas with Melody event, and so Nubian, when that opportunity was presented to me, and I was able to sit down and see where they were, where they're trying to go, and look at the content that they're putting out, making sure that it aligns with my purpose. Right? It was really just a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. Very easy decision.
Well, where can we find out more about Nubian TV and watch Nubian TV?
Absolutely. So you can go. It's on Fire TV. I think it's also NubianTV.com. We have an Instagram page too, where we're constantly posting new shows that are coming out, new shows, new movies, new programming. And so it's an amazing network that's growing, that I'm enjoying watching grow and being a part of the growth. And I know that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we'll be like, whoa, we started right here, but look where we are now. So Daryl, the co-owner, he's super amazing, and we're just all working hard. I'm not new to putting in work and working hard to build. Sometimes people want overnight success. That's not the way. You miss so many things you need to learn on the journey when you move that way. So I love getting in there, getting in the weeds, and really growing, really building strategically and learning the lessons when you're here. So when you get here, those lessons aren't bigger.
Very true. Very true. I also want to say, doggone it, CC, you reminded me that body oil is right up there with the face wash for me. I forgot about the body oil. Dang it, CC. This is why I can't. If somebody said pick one right now, I don't know. I don't know. No, that body. Oh my gosh, the body oil. I've never. Okay, it smells good and yet it's neutral, so you can layer scents on top. Because I don't have a lot of things, but my friend Jay Taylor helped me pick out a scent. So when I feel just a little like being a little extra, I do my 7th Avenue body oil, then I'll do the cologne, perfume, whatever he helped me pick out on top of it, and it's a nice combination because it's still neutral, so whatever it's going to complement whatever you actually do as your scent. But if you just have it by itself, you just smell nice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But also Nubian TV, Charnita tonight. Charnita from Charnita's World, she actually will have an interview. I put it in my stories. Hold on. Let me see the person's name real fast. Because it's tonight, so it's going to be my only opportunity to say it. So hold on. Let me see. It's with T. Goodwin at Purposely Bossing Up. Purposely Bossing Up. Go to Charnita's World Instagram to actually see it, because this is a post from Charnita. I just reposted it in my stories. But yeah, so that's tonight. Let me see what if I see it. Oh, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, but yeah, visit Charnita's page on Instagram. But it's called Purposely Bossing Up. I think I just said. Y'all, let me just look again, because Yep, purposely, not purposefully, purposely bossing up. And again, just if you go to Charnita's Instagram page, you'll see it. But yeah, shout out to Nubian TV. Season 2 for Charnita's World is coming soon. I have not seen an official drop date yet, so I don't have that for you. But yeah, I can't wait. Shout out to Charnita and Melody and Don Michelle, Tilted Crowns Productions.
I love that. That's actually helpful advice. And as we wrap soon, Melody, tell us, what is some of the biggest advice that you give brand new or aspiring entrepreneurs?
Oh, wow. So, let me try to cut it down a little bit, cut my list down a little bit. For one, and whenever entrepreneurship can sometimes be a road that is, I'm not going to say a lonely road, but everybody's not going to get how you think. Everybody's not going to get why you took your last $5,000 and invested it in a dream or a vision that you have for something. Everybody's not going to get that. Be okay with that. Be okay with that. Don't get offended. Don't feel like, oh, they don't believe in me. Oh, they don't support me. Your vision is your vision. You work your vision, okay? And you literally don't have to share everything with everybody. Be particular about what you share and with whom you share it, you know? Find the people who you consider, your team, your prayer warriors, your people who are going to push you on those days when you don't feel like pushing through. They're going to say, hey, girl, come on, we got to push through. Find that team and let that team be the solid people who are around you. Don't, I say look for the weak links. And when you're on the journey of entrepreneurship, you got to get rid of the weak links. You just have to. Make sure that, any endeavor that you're taking on, that it aligns with you and who you are at your core, who you are at your heart. There are deals I've turned down, 40, 50, 60,000 deals. I said no. And I turned them down because they didn't line up with me.
Melody, that was some fantastic advice you gave to entrepreneurs. Get rid of the weak links. Focus on what you have to do. Don't worry about what anyone else is saying about how you're moving and how you operate. That you got to focus on what you got to do. Super
Absolutely.
Helpful tips. Anything else as we think about, how to, inspire and encourage entrepreneurs?
Yeah, like I said, be okay with saying no. Like every deal that comes across your table is not for you. And if it does not align with you, your purpose, your brand, be okay with saying no. Like I said earlier, I've turned down 40, 50, $60,000 gigs because I didn't feel like it fit for me. So be okay with doing that. And once you know exactly who you are, and what you want your legacy to look like, that's a lot easier to do.
So lastly, Melody, what's next for Melody Shari?
Next, everything. Everything. I feel like everything. So we're almost done filming the second half of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm just continuing, to grow and build my brands. I just launched my cosmetics portion of my beauty brand. That has been doing very well. So we've got some other things in store for that. We're always coming up with new products, being innovative. And then the holidays are coming. So I'm looking forward to that too. Like Black Friday is coming, which is going to be like, whoo. But then we'll have the holidays. I really value just having time to spend with my kids, and just watching those Christmas movies and, eating good and loving and hugging on each other. So I'm looking forward to that already. I'm already looking forward to that.
Good. Well, listen, it sounds like you actually get to take some time off during the holiday. I'm surprised you get any time off, but I'm actually glad to hear you get some time off.
Yes. Look, that's why I'm already there, because I'm like, ooh, when December comes around, yes, I'm going to be chilling with my babies. Hot chocolate, making pretzels. Like, that's a chocolate covered pretzels. That's what we're going to be doing.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it that you're already looking forward to spending time with your children. I know they're the most important thing to you.
Yeah.
And Melody, kudos to you, because like I said, you literally are doing so many things: skincare, cosmetics, fashion, beauty, television, business courses. You were doing a lot of things and fabulously as well. So it's important to hear the tips you shared with us today about aligning all your business efforts with your purpose, making sure that you are finding prioritization more so than balance as well. Melody, lastly, what are your daily words to live by?
Oh, daily words to live by. Oh, don't fake it till you make it. Don't fake it till you make it. Like I posted about that this morning. Like, be true and honest with where you are. If you're faking it, you fooling yourself, right? And if you're fooling yourself, then you really not getting out here figuring out how to make a better life for yourself, because you're fooling yourself. You're also a part of this facade. So don't fake it till you make it. Let it be real.
Let it be real. I think that's a good gospel song. Actually, Melody, let it be real. If anything you do, anything you do, let it be real.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate this convo here. I'm sure our viewers do as well. To those of you watching, be sure to share this episode with family, friends, Alabama A&M alum, and students. Share this episode as well. Stay posted for the latest and greatest content on Black Enterprise's social media channels. We also have lots of other podcasts for you to check out as well, and stay posted on blackenterprise.com for our latest digital content.
Yo, okay. Oh my. Don't fake it till you make it. it's, you know how certain things just, it hits you at the right time. It's not like I haven't heard someone say don't fake it till you make it before, but I'm just saying that's a word. Like, I don't know. Cause I don't have the words for it, but it hit the right spot on that one. And then Kim said that was for you, Trending. Be okay with it. Yes, because Kim, some of y'all know I be wanting everybody to be on the same page, and everybody will not be on the same page. And I'm Kim, me and my overthinking self. You already know I needed to hear that. Just be okay with it. Not everybody sees your vision. Not everyone's gonna agree with you. Just be okay with it. I'm working on it, Kim. Melody is a boss. Yes. Oh, don't fake it till you make it for the cast. Let's see. And that's why she's a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. Yes. That was a great interview. Please support the actual Black Enterprise YouTube channel. Give them a watch. Put it on in the background. Make sure they get their playthrough for this. The link is in the description box, so you can support that way. I'm still figuring out what I want to call y'all, but we've had some suggestions. We've got cross-examiners. I want to call y'all law students. This is for my legal at some point, subscribers. We have the prosecutors. I don't want to be prosecutors after watching Attorney Love, but cross-examiners, I do like that one. We have, there was some more. I'm still thinking about it, but right now I'm leaning towards cross-examiners and law students, but you might end up being all kinds. Some of y'all might be court reporters. You know what I mean? Some of us might be, I don't know, judges and stuff. I don't know. We don't know yet, but I'm having fun with it. See some of y'all that want to get that YSL recap on my channel, Legal, at some point in a few minutes. Yes, moving in silence is real. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes you need to move in complete silence. You don't know who is really in your corner. Yep. Come on, juror. That was the other one, Terry. A juror. Yes. I love it. That's why I was like, see, this is why I'm probably going to sit here and have y'all let y'all name yourselves. So some of y'all want to be court reporters over there, you will. If you want to be jurors, you will. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Robin. Yes. Only reason I didn't do this one because there is an actual Legal Eagle channel, and I was like, let me not, because if this channel actually reaches like the potential it may reach one day, years from now, I don't need no complications. That's the only reason I didn't go with Legal Eagles on it. But yes, yeah, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Not that you can't use it, but another CC uses court report. Oh, really? Okay. No, I don't want to okay. No. I hear you, D. I don't have to get all emotionally connected to it. No. Okay. Law students are one of the ones I think, and cross-examiners. I don't know if anybody's using cross-examiners, so y'all can be in there and be cross-examiners, law students, stuff like that. We can do that. But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying people over there. So, all right. Well, I'll see some of y'all later on this evening. Please support Charnita for her interview tonight. Again, you can go to her Instagram page to see who's interviewing her. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Oh, wait, I gotta pop the trunk for the super chats and stuff. Hold on.
All right, we going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
And Lizzie, bring it in.
Oh, bring it in. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah.
All right, now see y'all later. Bye.
I've been taking my time, taking all of your time, taking all of your time.